Now to Mushtaq Rahim. He's a political analyst. He joins us from Kabul. Mushtaq Rahim, more than 500,000 people in Kandahar registered to vote. As far as we know, have they done that and done it safely?
Very interestingly, there were so many concerns about the security situation in Kandahar, especially after the attack that happened just at the wee hour of the election process, where the strong police commander was killed, and there were concerns. But today, election process went smoothly, and people came out in large numbers, which was a sort of demonstration from the public telling the opposition groups that they continue to believe in the system and in the political processes.
Any questions over the biometric voting system, because there were serious allegations about whether it would leave itself open to fraud in such a complex voting system where there were so many candidates standing in each constituency?
Well, the biometric system since the beginning has been a problem in the Afghan election process, and in the last round which happened last Saturday, there were so many areas where they couldn't operate the biometric system. Even today, the same was the problem. In certain areas, the voting process started with a bit of delay. It started late. In certain areas, they still couldn't use the biometric system, and that is something being contemplated at the Election Commission, how to deal with the places where biometric system could not be operated and people have voted. So that remains an issue, and will be rising as a bone of contention among the candidates and between the Election Commission and the candidates.
There were also serious questions asked, similar questions asked about the eastern province of Ghazni. As far as you know, what's going on there?
Well, Ghazni is an entirely different case to what Kandahar is. Kandahar was delayed mainly because of the security incident that happened 2 days ahead of the election. In Ghazni, there is the issue of constituency. The two major ethnic groups, the Pashtun tribal groups, are asking for breakdown of the province into smaller constituencies, where the Hazara ethnic group say that the system that is being applied throughout the country, where each province is considered as one single constituency, Ghazni should be treated similar way. Now, because of the security situation in Ghazni province, the Pashtun belt, where the Pashtun ethnic group is based, voting usually is very much difficult to take place, and that's why during the last election that took place in 2010, it was thoroughly the Ghazni ethnic, the Hazara ethnic group that got succeeded, and they found their way to the parliament. So now this is an issue to be resolved. The president has the election commission to have consultations and resolve the issue. So Ghazni is different, and it has to be discussed. There are talks that during the presidential election, probably Ghazni will also be considered as one of the provinces. It will be delayed up until the upcoming presidential election, where the voting will take place then.
If the results from Kandahar get the thumbs up from those people who oversee the election, and those results are then fed into the national picture, in the capital, in Kabul, in the parliament, when it comes to the government, will we now see quite a long process of political horse trading, or will we see real political movement, political progress in Afghanistan?
Well, once the Ghazni is finalized and the overall election result is announced, there is an expectation that the parliamentary politics of Afghanistan is expected to improve to a certain extent, because a number of people, especially youth, has come forward and nominated themselves as candidates for these parliamentary elections. And there is a sort of expectation generated among the public that at least 20 to 30% change will certainly affect the parliament because of the arrival of new faces in eastern Afghanistan. There are rumors, there are news that younger guys with more education have been elected. The result has to be finalized in some other parts of Kabul. Some parts of Kabul, we believe that some of the constituencies or some of the representatives will be new faces. So there are expectations that changes will happen and positive dynamics may get injected. But time will tell us once the results are finalized and declared.
Mushtaq Rahim, good to talk to you again. Thank you very much. Now turning our attention to the